upon a time deep down St. Louis, there was a guy called Ron and his wife named Susie. They later became stars in a Hollywood movie. So let me tell the story from beginning about how we do it. Ron is an accountant and loves gold and silver. A printed cash and cryptocurrencies gave them a shiver. So he started streaming first base and bet he delivered. But he was slowly starting to smell something even iller. Susie showed Ron a newspaper article about a merit coin named after human particles. Ron asked what type of unicorn fart dust that is. But still the article left a bright spark of interest. Curious how he is, he thought about a twist. Making a meme coin to show how worthless it is. He called it USD, presented in his dreams and stayed to shoot, don't fight. Please listen to me. Unicorn fart dust, 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 fart dust, unicorn fart dust, unicorn fart dust, unicorn fart dust.
Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the Basement Dusters Duster Club. Yes, it's a slaughterhouse out there. We're going to talk about what went on in the overall crypto markets, what's happening, how we can look at this, how this could actually in the long run be a good thing for us and our community. But first, thank you for being here, right? You are the most important part of this community, of this live stream. Please repost this, watch it on YouTube, all that great stuff. Hey, I was looking at the comments that were going by beforehand. I mean, guys, it is a crash. There's like a massive crash going on, but the community of UFD remains positive, remains focused, remains on the rails. And in the long run, that is going to get us very, very far. Before I forget, I've always promised you 100% transparency. If I was ever going to sell any of my unicorn fart dust, which I have not, I did sell a little bit on the very first day before I knew what was going on, like in the first 24 hours. Since then, I've held and I've added, and I announced this morning that our intention and plan is to add some more as well. I put out this tweet, trade alert, okay? I did clear this with the boss upstairs Susie, saying that I plan to purchase up to 100,000 UFD tokens, beans, in the next 36 hours. We have 100% project transparency. For those of you who are new, I promised early on in the project that anytime I was going to do anything, including buy UFD tokens, that I would disclose that to the community. We have 100% commitment, and it's 100% supported by the boss, the real boss upstairs, Susie. So there you go, guys. I believe in what we're doing. I know we've got a core, big, expanding group of people who believe in what we are doing with UFD, and I think the future remains very, very bright, because you know what? It's a real simple prospect. I wrote this down yesterday. Things are simple. Simple things in life are what win, right? You've probably experienced that. And what we've got right now with our project, and I believe with crypto in general, is actually everybody tries to complicate everything and, you know, all this craziness. But the reality is it's real simple, right? People buy the UFD token, people hold the UFD token, and we build the community. Buy, hold, build. Buy, hold, build. BHB. It's real simple, right? And that's what we are doing. I know, right? What happened yesterday and is still kind of happening right now in the overall, I mean, it was a crash. It was absolutely crazy. We're going to talk about that. But first, I want to touch on the fact that last night we did our Spaces event for our Live Like a Unicorn fundraiser. That's the charity that's raising money for pediatric cancer in our community. In the midst, I guess all we can do is laugh, right? Like UFD, man, like we keep getting up, we keep fighting, because on the day that we do our big charity fundraiser, unfortunately, we had the crypto market crash. And this was an epic crash that happened yesterday. But we went forward with our fundraiser. Georgie, Scott, a number of people worked very, very hard on this. But what we're doing is proving that crypto can do good. Crypto is doing good. Let me show you the website in the, and then I'll tell you about the NFT project. But this is the website the not-for-profit that we are benefiting, Live Like a Unicorn. I had one of their board members on yesterday morning, Matthew Kanarick, great guy, shared his story. This organization is doing wonderful things, okay? They're supporting the families of these children who are dealing with pediatric cancer. They're supporting research. And I think, like, the really cool thing, if you look down on the right-hand side, you see that box. They send out what are called unicorn boxes to these children who are dealing with a horrible situation, right? A traumatic situation for the families, for the children. But these unicorn boxes are personalized boxes that they send to these kids, and the money that we've raised, I believe well over $2,000 at this point, are gonna help fund some of these boxes that are going to these kids. So in the midst of all the carnage, in the midst of all the anxiety that maybe the market a downturn is causing for you, remember there's an opportunity to do good. There's an opportunity to build, and that's exactly what we are doing in our community. And again, UFD, man, we have faced every challenge thrown at a project from day one. Our Twitter got hacked. My account got hacked. You guys replenished all my coins. Thank you very, very much, by the way. Still remain eternally grateful for that. And on the night that we do our big fundraiser, the day that we're going to do our big fundraiser, and look, I'm feeling the pain too, but I want to be as positive as I can about this. We get hit with like the biggest market crash, and we're going to look at some data here. We can survive. We have survived. We've been through the big names. One of the big name, actually two of the big name people in crypto said essentially the same thing to me. They're like, man, your project has been faced with every challenge. And that's a good thing, guys, because we have proven our resilience. I mean, any country, think about the United States when it was being formed, any big organization, even a lot of religions, right? Part of their story, part of their origin story is fighting against the odds, fighting against situations where most people would have given up. And we aren't giving up because we have staked our claim on the blockchain. We are a cryptocurrency that is here to stay. Okay, we've got our spot. Nobody can take it away from us. It's there. It's permanent. It's forever. There's 999 million UFD tokens, beans. Hopefully here in the next 36 hours, I'm going to get 100,000 of them. We are scraping the barrel here at our house, but we're finding it. But the reality is, guys, we are here and we are here to stay. And it's only because of one thing, and that's you. It's the community. It's people that I see on the timeline. Betty this morning, Bullion Betty, putting out her daily little unicorn quote. It's Crypt Wizard last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, putting out positive posts. It's DJ Litmus, right? Stepping up and doing his rave party dance show. It's Georgie doing everything. It's all of you guys. You're included. Even if you put out one post today, maybe you put out one more post, something positive, right? Let's lead by example. Let's lead with our horns, okay? That's what we've done from day one. If we want change in the world of cryptocurrencies, in the world of meme coins, if we want to see it improve and bring more people in, we do that by being successful. We do that by being positive, okay? Unfortunately, I don't even know if I was not sure if I wanted to even touch on this, but you know what? I will, because maybe it'll help somebody out there. Don't ever, please, ever do this. This happened to pop up on my timeline this morning, and I'm 99.9% sure that it's true. Crypto investor and influencer Konstantin Galish, he's a Ukrainian, unfortunately took his life yesterday, and people are presuming obviously that's because of the market crash. Guys, just remember this, okay? If you're struggling, ask for help. Everybody struggles. I struggle. You can ask Susie, okay? Everybody does. And everybody goes through some really difficult periods from time to time. But please, always ask for help. Don't ever do anything like that. And always be responsible. Please be responsible with how you invest, right? Leverage. Look, I'll raise my hand, not in crypto, but in my previous years when I traded a lot of stocks, okay? there were some times when I got into some positions where I had too much exposure. Maybe I wasn't acting responsibly. It was before we had kids, whatever the case may be, using leverage, doing those types of things, buying options. Okay. Please try to avoid that. Always be responsible. Okay. And if you learn a lesson, well, don't beat yourself up. Learn, try, don't try, do learn from your mistakes. Don't try to learn, right? When you say you're trying, right, that usually means you're not really doing it. I'm trying to start exercising. I'm trying to do this. No, really do it. Please always be responsible. Okay. And I'm not a financial advisor. You know that. Don't make any financial decisions based on what I'm saying. I share my truth with you. I'm transparent with you about what I'm doing with UFD, but I'm not a financial advisor, and I will continue to share with you what I'm doing and what I believe in. Okay, we did that. Now, tomorrow at 4:00 Central Time, Sunday, October 12th at 4:00 Central Time, the NFT auction will wrap up. So let's talk about something fun and positive. Okay, we had an art contest for the children in our community a couple of months back, little dusters, and they drew unicorns. Those unicorns by our friend Gimmicks in Australia were turned into NFTs, and we are auctioning them off for the Live Like a Unicorn Foundation that I showed you earlier. Let's go out there one more time. And here is on Magic Eden, Little Duster Club. You can see it in the upper left-hand corner. Guys, there's 25 of these. Really, oh, darn it, I had this figured out earlier. There we go, I got it. 25 of these works of art. Let's pull, this one's caught my eye. Let's pull this one up and take a look. Little Duster Jam. So you can bid on these. They're all unique, obviously, NFTs, and all of the proceeds will go to the Live Like a Unicorn Foundation, again, helping support families that are dealing with pediatric cancer. So yesterday was a historic day, unfortunately. I started seeing messages, started seeing things on the timeline. I had no idea that it was such a massive event in the crypto world. Let's look at some data, and then we're going to look at some other data about our community, about our project that I think can keep us on track. That's all we got to do. We have staked our claim in the world of crypto. There is only one unicorn fart dust, right? We all have our horns. There's no other community. I can't ever make another unicorn fart dust. Nobody can. Nobody can ever replicate what we have. It makes us special. It makes us unique. Now, let's go over here and get the bad news out of the way. Unbelievable. I got a couple things we're going to look at here. The COVID crash was 1.2 billion in liquidations. The FTX crash was 1.6 billion in liquidations. And those happened before I was in crypto, but I'd hear people talk about them. Now they're saying yesterday, 19.16 billion in liquidations. This is the biggest liquidation event in the history of crypto and almost 20x bigger than the COVID crash of 2020. Then we have this that kind of puts it in visual form. It was just read from Coin Bureau. Breaking, crypto liquidations soared to 9.4 billion as of the posting of this in 24 hours, the largest single-day event ever. Bigger than Luna, bigger than COVID, bigger than FTX. We just witnessed history. Now, there's going to be a day, guys, where that, instead of being red, will be all green. So hold on to your horses. And then we're going to go to, what is this? Crypto potato. We got to smile. Keep a smile. And we're going to do a 3-second smile here when we're done with this, okay? This says 250 million liquidated hourly. Bitcoin crashes below 110K as Trump threatens China. So, yeah, of course, as you already know, the Trump threat and the Trump tariffs on China are what created all this. But let's look. I highlighted some data down here from yesterday. And then we'll go out and get an update on the price of cryptos as well. Bitcoin, which charted a new all-time high just days ago, had calmed down to around 121,000 before the tables turned, and it slumped by over $10,000, setting a low amid 109,000 on Binance shortly after Trump confirmed that he will impose an additional 100% tariff on China, not a tariff on China, a tariff on China. Ethereum slipped below 3,500. Solana dumped below 150. That's obviously our native coin. Feels like recently it was high, like up in the 220s. That's a massive decrease in price. Many altcoins followed suit with ZEC, Mint, Tau, Pump, LTC, Bonk, and Pingu dropping by double digits in a matter of hours, and up to and including UFD and all the other meme coins that I follow. I think Fartcoin I saw was down to like, is it 36 cents, 35 cents? And you know, our condolences to everybody in the crypto world. It's no fun when things are red. But Fartcoin to me, and I'm sorry to hear that for everyone who owns Fartcoin or is in the Fartcoin community, seemed to really get hit. I mean, we went from like, what, 18 cents, 19 cents down to 13 cents, which is a big decrease. But a lot of these other meme coins got hit even harder. Maybe that speaks to the resilience of our community, the strength of our core holders. We know the data shows us that we've got some strong-handed diamond hoof dusters out there that are holding. You know, I think that that's a testament to the fact that yeah, we're not completely insulated from what's going on in the world of crypto. But as we've said many times, as we get more and more people that buy the token and hold the token long term, right? Our diamond hooved, our hodlers, whatever you want to call it, diamond handed, that eventually we get to a point where we can become more and more insulated from what goes on in the overall crypto markets. There was something I wanted to show you. Oh, we want to go look. Let's go out and look at the crypto. We'll look at the precious metals while we're out here as well. But let's go to, I'm going to share the screen with you here in just 1 second. Here we go. Okay, guys, we're out at CNBC. The general stock market, the Dow Jones down almost 900 points. The S&P down 3%. Wow. And the NASDAQ got clobbered, down 3.5%. The Russell 2000, kind of the small cap stocks, down 3%. Let's take a look at what happened in crypto, or what's happening in crypto right now. So Bitcoin's coming back a little bit, 112,000. Ethereum's at 3,800. And we have Solana at 184. Dogecoin, one of our, you know, the granddaddy for now of the meme coin world. Let's pull that up and look at their chart and see what happened with Doge yesterday. Give me 1 second here. Come on, chart. There we go. Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, you can see it over there on the right-hand side. That's a 1-year chart. But let's look at we'll look at a 5-day chart, which I think will most likely show, yeah, wow, look at this, right? It was like a crash, guys. Here it was yesterday, and then boom, unfortunately, straight down. Of course, our chart looks similar to that as well, but went from 25 cents all the way down to 10 cents. Man, that is crazy. Let's go look at UFD. Hold on 1 second. I'll bring you with me. This might take just a second, but let's go look at UFD and see if our chart, UFD, meme coin price, we'll go out to coin market cap. Here we go. Okay, so we're at 13 million market cap, 13.26 cents. But what I really want to look at is how we reacted, because man, Dogecoin really took a massive dive yesterday. And come on, chart. Boy, everything in crypto is moving really slow right now. Let's see, there's 1 month. We'll do a 7-day chart. Sorry, hopefully this is not bringing up too many traumatic experience. Yeah, so we were around 17 cents. We went down, but we did. I'm sorry, we were at 0.018 cents, and we went down to 0.013 cents. We definitely went down, right? Hey, yeah, you don't have to be a chart pro to see that, but we didn't have as necessarily as absolute crazy of a dive as some of these other cryptos did have. You know, a lot of the cryptos went like for us to be in the equivalent range of what some of the other cryptos did. We would have went from 0.018 down to 0.009 or 0.01, and we didn't hit that. I think that, again, that shows that that we are beginning to see ourselves as a project that is somewhat insulated from what goes on in the overall crypto world. Not extremely insulated, but as time goes on, day by day, and if, or we could say when, right? Every day we get more diamond hoof dusters. I mean, there was massive liquidity, trading volume in our coin yesterday. Again, more people who got out that weren't committed. I didn't sell any. You probably didn't sell any. And some people bought yesterday, right? Because they want to join our community. Not everybody that bought. Again, that's the churn, right? But I guarantee you, we added some diamond hoof dusters yesterday, and people that will be with us on a long-term basis are looking out quarters, years, maybe even decades about this project. So horns up, dusters. You know what we need to do? Everybody out there in crypto, maybe you're a buttercup. Maybe this is your very first live stream. Something we do on most of our live streams is called the Unicorn Fart Dust 3-second smile. And the whole world of crypto needs a 3-second smile. As a matter of fact, special edition for you today, we're going to do a 5-second smile, because when you get done smiling, you always feel better. Now, I'm going to say go, and we're all going to smile. You got to do it. Yeah, you got to do it for 5 seconds. Go. You can giggle and talk. Yeah, I bet Susie's cheesed out right now. Upstairs, Susie. Let's check in with upstairs Susie and see how she's doing. Upstairs, Susie, are you there? Over?
I'm here. Over.
How are you holding up with the crypto crash that we're all dealing with? Did you do your 5-second smile?
I sure did, and I'm doing just fine.
All right. Okay, guys, special bonus on top of everything else. High five from Susie today, huh? That's upstairs Susie. Again, for those of you who are new, that is my wife. She's very active in our community, and she speaks with me via walkie-talkie because she keeps the basement door locked most all of the day, okay? The other thing I want to say, I am really concerned about what's going to happen in the general stock markets on Monday. I have a feeling, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. I don't want to be negative, but when something like that happens on a Friday and then people stew on it over the weekend, especially with the fact that the overall markets were much higher, I'm leaning toward the fact that we could have another big down day in the general markets on Monday. I hope I'm wrong, and I often am, but just buckle up, buttercups, okay? Because we may be in for some real volatility and real opportunities for those of us who choose to want to add to their bean stash to be able to do it. And guess what? Where is it? Where is it? I got a message from Resilient Jack this morning. Valhalla. Eventually, we come to a point, right? And then the silver lining to a lower token price is more people can get their hands on more beans. They can never make more. You see that? Huh? Hit the computer. 999 million right there. That's it. This jug cannot get any bigger. Today, yesterday, and tomorrow, we're going to add more people. Each one of those beans represents one of our token holders. That includes you. And eventually, we will fill up this jug. And, you know, if the law of supply and demand hold true like it has for thousands of years, we could go to a place called Valhalla. Valhalla. Come on. Okay. I think that's like 15 days in a row I've done that. I listened to you guys. You said you wanted more Valhalla. What did the whales do during the crash yesterday? Let's see here. That's crypto. Okay. Yep. Here we go. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. Some interesting data. The Bullion Duster provided us with this. UFD top 250 holders. A new whale, a new narwhal. Shame. I'm just kidding, Bullion Duster. A new narwhal entered UFD in the middle of the market crash at spot number 42 with, a 3 million beans buy. Looks like what, 39,000 US dollars? Wow. Investment. Yeah, that would make sense. What does it tell you when big money buys UFD? We are building something unique and unicorn, something big money is believing in. And guys, remember, hey, what was it? BHB, right? Buy, hold, build. BHB. That's ours. We're coining it. Maybe we need to trademark it. Buy, hold, build. It is simple. Jack Dorsey was on the other day talking to Michael Saylor about Bitcoin, and he was basically saying, like, what makes Bitcoin so cool is how deliberate it is, how simple, straightforward it is. That is us. That's our project. Buy, hold, build community. And that's what determines the success. That's what determined the success of Bitcoin. Did Bitcoin go through some horrible periods? Heck yeah. I read a guy who was talking about silver. I forgot to show the silver and gold price. I'll do that in a minute. The other day, talking about silver, and he said, could silver go to $1,300? He said, remember, there was a period of time when people were saying that Bitcoin could go to 20,000, and it seemed insane. So yes, right? Anything can happen. Bitcoin did it, and did it with community, did it with a simple, straightforward proposition, exactly like we are. Okay, exactly like we are. Our utility is right there in the community, and that's a good thing, because guess what? Think about it. What does everybody say? What does everybody not only say, but everybody know about crypto, right? It's community that makes the difference. This is Web3. We're on the bleeding edge. Welcome to the blood. We felt some yesterday, right? But we are in a situation with Web3 where community creates value. Community creates NFT projects. Community creates merch, right? Like UFD Corral's doing and other people have done. Community creates live dance shows that give people value. People pay money. People pay money to go to the movies, or my mom and dad, they call it the show because they're a little bit older. But people get value from watching a DJ Litmus show, from watching the videos. It's entertainment. It's fun, right? People get value when our community raises money. I don't care if it's $5 or $5 million or $2,000, like we've raised right now for the Live Like a Unicorn Foundation, that's going to deliver boxes to kids that are being treated for cancer. It's real, right? We are on the leading edge. I know, right? And sometimes when you're there's a saying for it that I never get right. So when we're on the bleeding edge of what's happening in the world. Can you really? I'm in my basement in St. Louis. We're all connected. Where are you? Right? You can be in Africa. We have people in Africa that are with us, people in Australia, people in Europe, people in Canada, people in South America, every corner of the globe working. We have Burger Man in the Philippines, right? We have people everywhere, people in India that are part of what we're doing. This is a big, big deal. I'm sorry, I keep getting off on my tangents. Okay, time for Duster of the Day. Crypto Cowboy, right? Everybody contributes. And a couple times a week now, I'm doing the Duster of the Day. Georgie recommended to me that I make Crypto Cowboy the Duster of the Day. He's been a key member of our community, a contributor consistently on and on and on. I did put out a post. I'm going to show it to you here. There it is. I figured out how to, these posts were disappearing. Scott Vernon was Duster of the Day earlier in the week, and like the post wouldn't showed up, because if I start with the person's whatever that is handle or whatever, it like disappears from X. Anyway, Crypto Degen 76 is the Duster of the Day. There it is, Duster of the Day. There's the post on my profile. Please go out, follow him, congratulate him. All those great things. He sent me a message. This is back from a few months ago, but he gave me permission to read this to you guys. So I want to share it with you right now. It says, hey, Ron, thanks for the follow. I love what you started with UFD and that you continue to do daily for this community and this crypto changing movement. Crypto changing movement. I wasn't here on day 1 or 2, but when I heard a couple of weeks later that my friend Haley and Colby, these are our friends from the Pacific Northwest, were into you, I was intrigued. I watched a live and I was hooked like many others, I confess. Keep up the amazing work, my friend. I wasn't here early, but I'll be here to the end. I love UFD. It has truly changed my life for good attracts good and horns up. Well, Crypto Cowboy, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I think all of our lives have been altered in a good way because of UFD and because of this community. And at the end of the day, guys, it's all unicorn fart dust anyway, right? What really matters are relationships, belonging, feeling good, doing good things. And Crypto Cowboy, you're doing a great, great job of that. On behalf of myself, Upstairs Susie, Jasper the Cat, and everybody out there who's joining us right now, 500 people on a Saturday morning, you are the duster of the day. So we're going to dust off the old golden horn here, and I want everybody out there, help me lift this thing up, and we are going to, boom, install it on the Crypto Cowboy. You get the golden horn. You are the duster of the day. Congratulations, guys. And, you know, I'm trying to do it once or twice a week. It's important, maybe more, if whatever. Send me messages. I'll be happy to make you or someone that you'd like to nominate duster of the day. Let's see. What else did we get here? Let's watch. Oh, and I want to mention also, he sent me a message this morning, Crypto Cowboy. And actually, Obi talked about this in the spaces, thanking Susie for everything she does. Actually, Crypto Cowboy said that Susie was giving Gunjan a run for his money. He was a guy who was in our community for a while, and I don't know if he'll come back. Who knows? But a lot of you remember Gunjan, who was a master raider, and I thought that was cute, and I know Susie appreciates it also. Let's mention that to Susie. Susie, did you hear Crypto Cowboy said that you're giving Gunjan a run for his money?
Is that right? That's great.
All right. We all appreciate Susie. Let me tell you, probably one of the nicest, I'm not going to cry, but my wife, Upstairs Susie, honestly is probably one of the nicest, kind-hearted people in the world. I'm very lucky. Gosh, we've been married 20 years. And she's changed me. Trust me, the Ron from 20 years ago was nothing like this. I hope you find someone in your life that can make as much of a positive difference as I've experienced with the one and only Upstairs Susie. But she's not the duster of the day. That award goes to our good friend, the Crypto Cowboy. Again, Crypto Cowboy, thank you for everything that you're doing. Guys, I got it written everywhere. I gotta get it through our thick horns. This is so powerfully simple. Let's run through the timeline, okay? Susie sends Ron an article about Fartcoin. This is back in December of last year, mid-December on a Sunday night. Ron reads article about Fartcoin. At end of article, it says you can start a meme coin on a thing called Pump Fund, which Ron had never heard of for about, I think it said $20, something like that. The next day, Ron, who does a daily gold and silver podcast, live stream, whatever, makes fun of Fartcoin and says, can you believe that a meme coin called Fartcoin, based on nothing but farts, whatever, is worth $400 million? After that live stream, Ron talks to a friend and says, I should start a meme coin. He says, yeah, and you should call it Unicorn Fart Dust because that's what you always call crypto. I say, sure. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. Ron watches a YouTube video about how to create a meme coin on Pump Fund. It says you need to get your wallet. I'd never owned a crypto, so I go upstairs and get my big brown Boomer leather wallet that's got my 8th grade report card in it. Everything else under the sun, like a walking museum. I've since gotten rid of that, but nonetheless, that's what I got. I realized then I had to open a crypto wallet, which I learned about. I then realized that I needed to fund that, and I used this great company called MoonPay. After I did some investigative work and realized and learned that they're like the top financial fintech company in crypto, the entry door, I didn't realize it, but MoonPay was bringing me through the entry door into crypto. Ron creates the, I'm talking in third person, which is weird. Want me to talk ASMR, whisper to you? Ron creates the meme coin, okay, on a Monday. I forget about the meme coin. The next day, I'm doing my live stream for gold and silver. I get done. It's like 11 o'clock. I'm sitting right here. I'm like, I wonder what's going on with that meme coin. So I go out and look, and there it is, still sitting there. Nothing going on. I thought, yeah, I'll do a live stream, the infamous live stream about the meme coin. I make a meme coin live stream. At this point, UFD is 24 hours old. I hold this up to the camera just like this and say, I created a meme coin called Unicorn Fart Dust. Don't buy it. Right? I was like the FUD master. I'm like, I called it, but during that live stream, as I'm showing people the meme coin on Pump Fund, somebody buys it. And I'm like shocked. Okay. Later that night, it takes off. It goes to, I don't know, like worth like $1 million. Every scammer, I'm getting hundreds of emails, everything under the sun. I don't know what's going on. Some guy convinces me I should sell half of it, which was a very bad decision because the market cap was like 5% of where it is now. I sell half of it. Then I realize kind of what's going on. I come home, I do a live stream, and I promise that I'm not going to sell Unicorn Fart Dust. First for 10 days, which was Christmas. Then I said for 3 months, which was, I don't know. Then I don't even know where I am now. Nonetheless, I've never sold, and I've only bought UFD since then. And then you know the rest of the story. But the real powerful thing here is the community from day one made this happen, right? And I learned so much. I think some of the biggest, two big, huge things initially that got me so excited about this project, about what we have. Number one was when I learned that there's only 999 million tokens. And we're 10. Are we 10? Yeah, we're almost 10 months in. Thank you, Susie. When I learned that I hate money printing. I hate what the Federal Reserve does with printing money, diluting the value of the US dollar. We can never print. No one can ever print any more Unicorn Fart Dust. Nobody can ever make another Unicorn Fart Dust. We covered that earlier. We have scarcity. We have digital scarcity. We have community scarcity. There is no other community out there like us. The other thing that really, really turned on big light bulbs in my head was one night I was laying in bed upstairs late watching, and somebody sent me a video by Murad from Token 20, whatever it was last year, where he talked about how there's real value in communities. And we talk about this all the time. We are creating real value. Does the Lions Club have value? Does the Rotary Club have value? Does any club yes. Does your family have value? That's a relationship amongst people. Of course. Does your friend group have value? Of course. Right? Will people pay for entertainment? Will people pay to be part of something? We've got some IP coming down the road. There's a lot of real value within Unicorn Fart Dust. So anyway, guys, that's the story. And here we are today, right? Forging. The important thing that's happened over the last 6 months is the community of positive, good people keeping this project on the rails. That will continue to be our strength. And that is the determining factor of the success of any cryptocurrency, any meme coin project out there. And I know that we have that licked. Okay. And we hear that from outside observers. This thing is special. This thing is unique. Keep up the great work. Okay. Thank you for being here. And I will. Whoa. Thank you, Ledger. I almost forgot. Ledger, right? We talked about MoonPay, but we also are sponsored by Ledger, which is a big, big honor, right? They're the crypto security leader. And on top of that, right, they're now evolving into a real platform for people to manage all of their digital assets. And that's going to become more and more important as more and more people join the crypto world. All right, guys, have a great day. Please subscribe on YouTube, share this on X, right? We've got 600 people here right now. Share it. Let's get the word out. We got good things. We are special. We are unique. We are UFD. There is no other project like this. Pure from day one, honest from day one, transparent from day one, right? An experiment from day one, and a community takeover from day one. Don't you forget, I am not the CEO. Okay. I'm not paid a salary by Unicorn Fart Dust. No doubt about it. Okay. I am a community member just like you. You can make as much of a difference. The opportunity is there within this project as I can or anyone else. We've got a lot of people that are making big big changes in this project, big changes in the overall cryptocurrency meme coin sector. All right, without further ado, have a great day. Don't forget, be good to yourself. That'll give you a platform from which you, yes, you can be good to other people. I'll see you next time.